Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
You suck! That was pretty harsh. Misa like Helen Slater better. That's legit.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at a DC Comics Multiverse figure, and it's Supergirl from the CW TV series. Now, I'm recording this early in the morning, so you're going to hear the birds in the background. There's one now being very loud, so I do apologize for the noise. They're just, well, they're birds. I got this figure, really, the only reason I got this figure was to finish off the Doomsday build for the Collect and Connect, because I am not a fan of this figure at all. In fact, I'm probably going to thrash this thing through the review, but, you know, I had to get it to finish it out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Supergirl in the package, and I got this at one of my local Walmarts. They had this thing in overstock forever. It was like 16 bucks on sale, a few bucks short of retail price, which is fine with me. Again, I just wanted it for the part, really. It's really disappointing because the show's not bad. I like the idea. I don't have a Supergirl in my DC Multiverse collection, and yeah, unfortunately this is it, I guess, right? But we'll talk more about it. I do like the S. I like the gold on the S. I think that looks pretty decent. She's got the Doomsday build-apart figure. There's the actress who plays her. It says it's from the TV series. Side of the package didn't really have anything. Well, it's got the Batman. Oh, what is that? No, it just says Supergirl logo. Oh, okay. And then that side, we got Supergirl. There's a little write-up. So there's the actress. Here's the write-up. If you want to pause and read this, you are more than welcome to. And top of the package just says DC Multiverse. There she is. Yep, there it is. Back of the package has all the figures in the line you can collect and connect to build Doomsday. Looking at these, probably my favorite figure out of the line definitely has to be the Armored Batman. Then I would have to say Superman Doomed. And then actually probably the Mutant Leader, and then, man, I don't know. These three are just terrible. I really don't know. But yeah, that's the goal, to make Doomsday! And I'm kind of fighting a cold myself, so please bear with me as we struggle through this horrible toy. With that being said, let's go ahead and get Supergirl out of the box and see how much we really don't like it. So here we have Supergirl out of the packaging, and there's already a QC problem with this figure, but she does come with the Doomsday leg that I needed, which is pretty nice. I'm definitely digging it. I like the quality of this thing. Very solid, very nice, very cool. This thing, however, the sculpt has a lot to be desired, which is, the weirdest thing is, normally I like when they put, you know, some black wash or highlights or something in the hair. But in this, they just kind of stop. And what the heck? She looks like she's got some weird hairstyle from the 80s. I don't know what's going on there. The other thing about this figure, which drives me nuts, are the legs. She's got like these gray pantyhose type things on her legs, and I really didn't notice it until I went back and looked at pictures from the show, and that is the way it is. So that's accurate. I have to give it that, but it does not translate to toy at all. So yeah, that's kind of weird. I do like the S on there. I think they did a good job with that. I had to go through quite a few of these to find one that I liked. There is a little spludge on this leg, though, from the plastic. It's like a plastic defect, which is weird. They had all kinds of bad paint apps on these figures, just all over the place. And then my biggest gripe is this elbow joint. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but there's a piece of misdone plastic in there that is keeping the joint from working right and is actually tearing it up, which is unfortunate. Now, as far as articulation goes, the figure has some decent articulation. Her head moves side to side. She can look down pretty decently, but she can't look up very well because of her hair. She has a twist at her waist. She has an ab crunch. She can go that far forward, that far up, so that's really nice. This arm works perfect. It's got a swing joint up here, which works nice. There is a hinge and ball joint in the elbow, which works really well. And then she has twists on the wrists, which is nice. She can get into that Supergirl pose pretty well. And then the legs kick up not very far because of the skirt. They don't kick far back, again, because of the skirt. They don't kick out very well because of the skirt. And then the legs do have a twist up at the top, and it's hidden. The cut is hidden because of the skirt, which is nice. She has a single jointed knee right there, and then she has a hinge on her foot, and she has no ankle pivot, which is sad. Oh, poor little sad Supergirl. No ankle pivot for you. So taking a closer look at this figure, the sculpt is okay, but it does not look like the actress that plays Supergirl. It just looks bad. I like the gold and red on the S. It took me a while to get used to that blue on the logo, but it grew on me. I will say that. The hair, Lord, I'm always talking about they need more paint detail in the hair, and they did it, I guess, but it's like they did the front and frosted the front, and the back is just this kind of tannish poop color that's just, it's really, really bad. Just really kind of sad. Yeah, I really can't say anything more about that. I do like how the cape comes up underneath the hair, though. I think they did that very, very well, and the red stripes on her shirt and on her sleeves look very nice, and all the detail on the cape looks really good. It's got a nice vinyl vibe to it, which I'm definitely digging. And the texture of the suit looks pretty good. I will give it that. Now, on the shelf, there were so many bad paint marks onto this figure. I literally went through 6 of them to find one that I was okay with. So be aware of that if you're hunting for this figure. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, the skirt, not too bad. I'm digging that. It works fine for me. The belt looks good. I like the waist twist and the ab crunch. I think that all works well. The biggest thing that bugs me on this figure is the QC issue with the elbow. It just doesn't work right, and that is disappointing. Everything else is pretty decent. I'm just not a fan of the face sculpt for the actress. Other than that, I mean, that's my biggest gripe, I think, that and the QC issue. So, the rest of the figure, it does okay. It works. It's Supergirl. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, the cape, perfect. I don't have an issue with the cape. I like how it drapes down. It goes right above the top of her calf. Looks good. It's the legs. Oh, the dark gray granny pantyhose that she has on. Oh. She's got the thigh-high boots. Those look good. I like the wrinkle in them. But yeah, those pantyhose or whatever they're supposed to be just looks bad. And, I didn't really realize it on the show until I went back and looked at pictures while researching this video. And I'm like, wow, she really does have those really ugly tights on this show. I'm not sure what that's about. Was it too much skin to show on TV? I don't know. Or did they not want to sexualize her? I'm not really sure, but it is really, really ugly, and it works better on film than it does in plastic, for sure. For comparison, here we have Supergirl with a few other ladies. We've got She-Hulk from the A-Force Toys R Us gift set, and we've got the old school Toy Biz Mystique, and she's about halfway between these two, which, that's about right, and she does look better when she's standing with some other action figures rather than by herself. I'll give it that. So is Supergirl from the TV show Supergirl something that you want in your DC collection? Well, if you like the TV show, this may be something that you're after. If you are collecting the figures to put Doomsday together, this might be, this is definitely a figure you have to put him together. If you're just a Supergirl fanatic and you want to collect all the figures, this is definitely one to get. I am not a fan of the figure. I don't like the sculpt. I think it's terrible. I don't like the hair. I think it's very odd. It's just a bad misfire. This could have been a really great figure, and instead we got a very bleh figure, in my opinion. Also, QC control on this figure is terrible. I had to go through like 6 of them to find one that was decent, and this one still has a lot of paint issues, and it's got a defect in the elbow. If I wasn't after the Doomsday part, I would have been pretty upset, I think. But keep that in mind. It's just kind of a nightmare to go through. If you order it online, it's going to be kind of roll of the dice. So biggest problems with the figure is the head sculpt, those terrible pantyhose things they got going on the legs. But that's not the toy's fault. That actually happens on the show, and it comes out way better in real life than it does translate into plastic. Other than that, I mean, posability is okay. It could have been better. Supergirl, to me, is kind of like Spider-Man. I really want to get her in some dynamic poses, especially in flight mode, and this is about as dynamic as you can get. But then again, to defend her again in the CW, this is about how she flies. So, it is what it is. There she is, Supergirl from the CW's Supergirl.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.